Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Alrighty. Hello. We're back. We're casting this game again. We got about 5 minutes in and it kind of bugged out and we realized that we had an old version of 1.04 plus. Not to mistake for 1.04 plus version 2.
Of course. Never make that mistake. Which we of course rarely do. But yeah, we're casting again. Boycah's our GLA vanilla for this game.
Cool. And for the second time in a row, I missed the USA.
You missed the USA.
I did not learn. Great dishonor. Yeah, so this is a 1.04 plus tournament. This is actually the grand final. Logica and Boycah. I've heard these are pretty good games. He's relaxed said some were good and some of them were not so good, which is kind of what you expect in a tournament. You always have those.
We're the General Gentlemen. We make everything good. There is no such thing as bad game.
Yeah, even if it's a 50-minute noob game with auras.
We can make it interesting.
We were saying in the previous cast, PogChamp, nice. Wow, okay. So we missed this in the last
I knew about it, I just want to say you were wrong.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, the dozer crushed the worker.
Why?
There's a second worker that comes up and is going to build the tunnel, so yeah.
I do it all the time. I'm like, you're so wrong, bro. You're just so wrong. Nice. Yeah, good crush.
Yeah, so the second one comes up.
What I was saying is in the last cast we were saying that that cast we did on the map was the super weapon versus the GLA, and it was this long noob game. And the YouTube comments, like half the people were like triggered that it was this noob game, and then other half the people were like, "This noob game is amazing. I love noob games. Please cast more." So, yeah, it's an interesting mix. Like some people love the noob games, some people hate them. Personally, we don't really like them casting them. They can be a bit boring.
These tend to be a bit more interesting. I think there's in Zero at least, it depends on the game, but yeah, in Zero at least, the more you can utilize the units, generally the more entertaining the game is. That's a good cutoff by Boycah, but his terrorist was working on sense of smell rather than his eyesight. Yeah, and so misses the dozer and that finds some crushes, so that's kind of unfortunate. So I think that trades off pretty evenly, honestly, with the B going down and the dozer going down. A few workers is, I think, worth for Logica.
Well, I think the thing that makes noob games often boring is that they tend to have not much action. There's a lot of just sort of sitting around building up. So sometimes, like, we've done action-heavy noob games, and those can be really fun. Because then you just see crazy non-meta stuff, like people building paladins and sending them into the fray. So long as there's, like, stuff happening to cast, and then it's kind of fun regardless.
Seeing players utilize both the micro and macro aspects of the game are also good though.
Well, speaking of micro, Humvee battle.
Yeah, that's a good pop from Boycah. Looks like he's going to use the RPGs to zone, and as it seems we saw in this game, and that is of course the ambo that you hear in the background. It's a new
ambo.
It's a new sound file we imported into Zero, so yeah. The sound it makes is it's healing.
Oh, is this Tech Terror? Oh, well, it
was
was a Tech Terror, but now it's just a faint memory. Man, I the other night I got woken up by this ambulance at like 2 a.m. I thought they were supposed to use sirens like late at night.
They weren't, or what do you mean?
Like, I thought emergency services weren't supposed to use sirens when it's like 2 a.m.
I
like,
didn't know that.
Aren't the lights enough? Like, it's pitch black.
Well,
the lights are really obvious.
There's a difference between them just using light and using lights and siren. Lights and siren means it's life-threatening. Like, whatever they're going to is like life-threatening. So I don't know if that makes a difference. So, because like you'll see emergency services use like just lights, which is like one tier, and then like the siren like on all the time is like another tier. That means like someone's gonna fucking die if you don't get out of the way. So like, I think that's what I thought. But yeah, I didn't know about like late at night. So you could be right there.
Well, yeah. Anyway, it upsets my sleep very much.
Yeah, get out of here. Don't upset the machine sleep. So yeah.
Now, this is already different to the replay we did where it bugged out.
Yeah,
because the barracks was actually destroyed.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more Humvees here and a lot more dead workers. Yeah. We are seeing some laser locks also, but they get cleaned up.
Yeah, doesn't even manage to secure a technical. However, more Vs rolling into the vicinity, and they're going to be sniping down the arms dealer, which is pretty good. Boycah's going to have to try and respond to this. There's not really enough technicals, so as long as the Vs keep kiting this out, they should be able to get the arms dealer, I think.
Yep, it's getting below, and it is destroyed, but bear in mind, Boycah has 2 tunnels and a barracks. He could just send the terrorists into the main base.
Yeah, could just walk them in. I mean, that's probably going to work with Logica busy over here dealing with the micro battle. Probably should do that. Make some I don't know if he has the cash to be making terrorists, but I think you kind of have to. I think Boycah's the one under pressure here to make something happen. Unless he can actually clean this V army up, I think he's going to lose. Like,
this is such a good spot for the Humvees.
Yeah.
Well, still no oils, and there might have been because the barracks was destroyed. Perhaps he was researching capture.
Yeah.
Don't know if that was the case or not.
I haven't seen any rebels out either. So they're probably behind on a couple of counts there as Boycah. I don't know. I think rebuilding the barracks is going to be important. This is good. At least there's some harassment of the Chinook. You can see like Logica is busy, so he's not. Excuse me, he's not pulling that Chinook. And there was actually, it's actually a double
that's
RPG
deadly.
attack.
Man, those scrap technicals did hardcore damage.
Yeah, that was fucking insane. There's also an RPG attack down the bottom, so there's 2 RPG pressure onto the Chinooks, which makes it even harder for Logica. It's kind of the ideal way to play this, but of course, like Logica, like immediately jumps onto the fact that there's a spare tunnel network on the left-hand side, and he's all over that. V's have pulled back and they're going to destroy it. Supply is interesting. I think Boycah either should have built a supply and not attacked from that position, or attacked from that position and not build a supply. I think the supply probably wasn't worth. Logica's pretty smart. He's going to work out that you haven't sent RPGs across the entire map, that there's probably a tunnel network there. He's going to check that. Same time, this top supply is going to get traded out, so good comeback from Boycah. I thought he was pretty much out of the game, but dealing with those Vs, he might be alright.
Uber technical, yes, losing those Vs up here was a really big deal, because now it's freed up Boycah to rebuild both supplies, and denying his own mining. Logica's now going to struggle for cash. It was definitely strange to see Logica go for the forward supplies.
Yeah.
USA often will go for the back supplies because the Chinooks are so vulnerable given that they're air units.
This army is still more than Boycah can deal with, but is kind of faking Logica out in that the technicals keep poking the bees. Like he actually wants to take an engagement, which he definitely doesn't, but it's implying strength that Boycah doesn't actually have. Like, there's nothing behind these technicals. Like, Boycah is trying to rebuild right now. He built a fake arms dealer. He's gonna have to upgrade that. He cannot take a heads up fight. He's just trying to delay long enough that the arms dealer can start producing again.
That's true. Yeah, he could actually just kill him,
Yeah,
and he might even be able to
can't
hold
win.
here.
Yeah.
Firebase, Humvees being produced.
Yeah.
Logica's also got to be careful of this dozer. If he leaves the mother's nest that's keeping him safe, could get sniped. But he has to build a strat center eventually.
Yeah. I think Logica can just ignore the bait here, man.
Ooh,
Like,
this is a good
that's
flank.
terrorists.
Well, it's actually empty, but it did scare him out of position. He's
Yeah.
lost a couple of Vs as a result.
Tunnel network goes down. Yeah, there's a complete fake there from Boycah, nothing inside the technical.
Uh-oh.
So the supply is going to
There
go
it
down
is.
here as well.
They're getting a little clumped up there. Terrorist takes out a technical, but also V goes down.
Yeah. 3 Vs now traded off, and these Vs were pretty heavy on the missile defenders as well, so they were fairly loaded. Losing every V is kind of a big deal. This attack would be worth if he gets the arms dealer again. It's going to be tough for Boycah to replace.
Nice. Okay, technical's looking to engage. Uber technical goes down. Good evac. So trading very well as Logica. Now also because this is quite late into the game, building tunnels is very difficult.
Terrorists are flanking here. So a lot of this infantry is going to get traded out. Eventually
Oh.
this all gets traded, right?
Oh, loses the whole army. But there's more Vs in position.
Yeah. At least Boycah's made this kind of even at the moment in terms of army supply. It's definitely a better engagement
You
for
fool!
Boycah.
There's no supply.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there is supplies. I mean, it's just funny that
Yeah.
like the term army supply
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
technically mean anything
Yeah.
in 0 hour, but I know what you mean. Army sizes.
Yeah.
It's like when we were casting StarCraft, we'd call it pop cap, but it's
Oh,
like
yeah, all the
actually
time.
supply
It's actually
because pop cap
supply,
is the
yeah.
company of heroes term.
Yeah.
That's what you get. We're interdisciplinary shoutcasters.
Yeah. Yeah. All our terms get thrown off. So yeah.
Tiberium
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Oh
supplies,
god. Yeah. Don't even get into
Vespene gas,
resources, man. Yeah.
Terrenium,
Yeah.
Quanta.
I feel like there should be a just a blanket thing where everyone just calls it cash in every single one of the games.
Yeah, that'd be
Like,
nice.
instead of seeing minerals in StarCraft, there's just like little dollar bills. There's like stacks of American currency or something there. So, or Korean currency, for being fair about it. So,
What's the Korean currency called? Do you know?
Koreans use. Man, I don't know if I know.
APM? Is that
That'll be 10 APM. Okay, good. Dude, I feel like that needs to be a thing that isn't already.
this worker?
Man, I'm looking it up. I'm annoyed.
Do it, man. Google it.
I should know what Korean currency is.
Learned, traveled, cultured man.
You need to learn
You're
things.
wearing a karate gi, and yet you don't even know what currency South Korea uses. Okay, big battle here. So far, good for Logica. I think his army's supply. His supply was just so much higher. He built more supply depots.
South Korean won.
The won.
The won.
Wow,
Yeah.
so it's like almost a yen.
Won. Yeah, close. Also a 3 letter, very easy to remember. So yeah, it's the won. There you go. Very short, easy to remember. So who won that? It was.
Oh, that's right. Bro, hashtag bring back the alcohol scoreboard.
Yeah, I know. Where's the scoreboard at, bro? Let's sort it out. You got a notepad there? Are you using that? Or you got a card? Or yeah. Let me have a look at my.
I have a little notepad.
Right. I'm keen for a scoreboard. Don't try and 1v1 the desk, Callum.
I just did and I lost.
Oh dear. Good. It's a tough 1v1.
Don't use a green pen.
What's wrong with the green pen?
Can't read this one.
Right. Also, like this, you would think, right? This pen is green, but there's absolutely like at most you're looking at like a 50-50 that this is actually green, because all black and red, like blue pens, people just start getting like bored and they just color them all green even though the pen isn't actually green, right? Like that's something consistent. Like I'm only 50% sure, even after you've said that that's a green pen.
Okay, it's a green pen.
All right. Again, I'm only 50%.
Those are my like study pens. When I'm like doing revision, I like use different colors for things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, so it was
I used a highlighter. I was a highlighter guy. So.
right. So Logica won. He was USA. Is it not working?
Well, I mean, it is working. So
There you go. But behind sounds like a no to me.
yes.
All
Excellent.
right,
Cool.
success.
All right.
And it was vanilla USA. So it was just a vanilla mirror. Well, in that they were both vanillas.
So Boycah,
Logica. Logica won.
Logica won on USA.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Otherwise, I say air, or like I'll write down like air, or you want like a three letter abbreviations are the shiz. So like it's like tox or air or inf or
Yeah.
tank. Like things that are 4 letters are awkward. Like tank, you'll just write tank because
Yep.
writing TAN
Yeah,
makes you
exactly.
just feel like a shit cunt. So,
Inf. Nuke.
oh dude, are they even doing mirrored matchups? I
They are.
love mirrored
Yeah.
matchups, man.
Well, mirror matchups are good, and also I just love vanilla factions. I think vanilla factions are the most interesting because you have a lot more options. I mean, vanilla China's kind of the exception because like battle masters just suck. But in this patch, they're 650, like in 1.6, and so they're a lot cheaper. Okay, we're gonna see a repeat, the true mirror. But let's see if Logica can respond more quickly. He does, however, have a terrorist. He also has the garrison.
He's prepping for this.
He's been prepping his whole life for this one moment.
This is not a surprise. I wonder if you. I guess yeah. I was gonna say.
Ooh.
Whoa, that's a bit antsy, isn't it? Like,
Okay, let's see if Dozer can survive.
I think it will.
Oh, he's getting juked. He's getting juked. Get juked, son.
He's hiding behind trees. It's like trying to see Shaquille O'Neal hide behind trees. It doesn't really work. So,
What? Explain
what?
reference. What?
What?
Oh,
Have you
no,
not
no,
seen
no,
it?
no.
Oh, no,
Oh, I know the
found
name.
you.
I just.
Boycah wins. That's a swag point. You juke out a terrorist and make it force fire and miss. Have you not seen the meme of Shaq behind
No,
him?
I know who you mean. I just didn't know who it was.
Ah, right,
I just
okay.
didn't know the name.
Oh,
Yeah, I know the meme because I remember you made it for the Dawn of War 3 Elites.
Yeah.
Where you would have like the enormous Imperial Knight, and it would hide in this like little League of Legends shrub.
Speak.
And you're like, what? How does that work?
and just walk out of your army. It's like, oh, that's not good.
It's like not only is it the wrong game, it's also the unit's just too big.
So Boycah wins the swag matchup, but Logica somehow stuck a tunnel network down that I didn't even see. So that could be bad. Oh, so close to good crashes.
It's very split. You can't really split them when they're that far apart. Also, this Dozer Boycah, is he gonna like?
He's gonna build a power plant, just like real sneaky.
Build a proxy, just
proxy
leapfrog Patriots. Patriots were a lot cheaper in this. People actually build Patriots now. I think they cost 700.
That's pretty
it's much less. I don't remember how much exactly. Because vanilla Patriots were pretty awful.
Yeah, they were the most inferior of all.
Ooh, good tech terror.
Patriots were a good concept. They were just not well balanced, I guess. Because you know, EMP Patriots are cool. Laser Patriots are cool. It's a pretty good position now for Logica. That's going to be pretty hard for Boycah to break. Like double tunnel network, quad production started.
Oh, is this a combat drop?
Oh, it's combat drop. Nice. Good. Great job, Rangers. Combat evacuation would be fun. Like saying the same thing in reverse, like Chinooks drive to garrisons and pick up stuff. I think that would be broken. I think that'd be cool. You could do that.
They have to be pretty fit Rangers to climb up that.
Bro, no worries. Yeah. Okay, this is actually pretty smart. Mass missile defender deals with this really easily. It's so much burst damage. The tunnel network's really only going to get 1 or 2 missile defenders on the way in. And if you tank with these, the same thing's going to happen. Because he can just drive these.
He didn't have his combat pickup.
Disappointing. Love a good toxin tractor.
So there's still no vision on this Doze. What is he going to do with it?
Proxy power. I've already told you that. He's just saving up.
But then he'll present himself an easy target to get hit by a saboteur.
Yeah.
I don't remember if the saboteur needs a general's... No, it's a hijacker that needs a general's point. As vanilla. Saboteur just needs a palace though.
Yeah. And I've forgotten about saboteurs, so...
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeah.
You're only
pretty much just the anti, Scud Storms.
Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
Put them on a bike. That's a cool interaction though.
Ah, yeah, it is. Yeah. Bikes are great. So many good concepts in this game.
Well, they're cheaper, bikes, in this. Combat cycles. Whew. What nonsense is this? You silly laser lock, what are you doing?
Flat out, buddy. Alright, good attack from Boycah. Mostly full Vs from the looks of things. Bit of chip away at the side here. Is Logica going Palace Tech? Where's all his money? Something in the middle. It's just tunnel networks, isn't it? So,
yeah, well, he has 3 supplies.
3 supplies and tunnel networks, I guess. So yeah.
Whereas Boycah, well, actually, big battle. Never mind that. Quads, however, getting picked off by some good laser locks.
Pretty weird that Boycah still hasn't dealt with these rear tunnel networks, investing times in the counter, in the counterattack instead. It's weird. Tech RPG still dangerous to that V army. Still a while off search and destroy. Logica has a fair bit of time to keep making this army work. That's just good micro from Boycah.
Every engagement from Logica has been pretty disastrous.
Yeah, it hasn't been going well. Might get one for free here. Boycah's back at base. We can look at something else, but even finds the evac. That was impressive. I thought he was out of time, but managed to find the evac. These missile defenders. Should we clean up the RPGs? He focuses on the micro. Again, he's kind of got 2 things to deal with. He really has to deal with these tunnel networks, which is doing it base at the moment. There we go. They're finally getting taken care of. And Logica is focusing on chasing his main army away from the base. That's pretty good. So Boycah now has double V army. So let's see if he can actually micro that.
Oh no! He's gonna scout this Dozer. Wait, did he not see it?
Fibs. Yeah. No way, man. This is it's true proxy masters. Never reveal their construction units.
The Dozer has the camo net upgrade.
Yeah.
that he commandeered from the GLA.
Yeah, okay, so Boycah makes a smart decision, he just groups up the bees. I think that like the ultimate test would be like anyone who can like macro while microing 3 separate control groups of bees would just be a god. Like, I feel like that's possible, and if you could do that, you would just win all the games. If you could micro 3 different control groups of bees at once.
Bro, you remember my macro that I had? Pathfinders. Gets crushed, nice work.
Yeah.
Because they're cloaked, but you can still crush them.
Yeah.
Unlike heroes, which cannot be crushed. Unless by an overlord. The macro I had on my like old keyboard, it'd be 3A, 4 S, 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 S,
Oh,
S,
yeah.
And so you would tap like the G
Tap
key
one
on your
thing,
keyboard,
yeah.
and you would macro a full Humvee for you.
Yeah, I remember those
Because you would
macros,
select
yeah.
the barracks, get the missile defenders, select the war factory, get the Humvee, assuming you had the hotkeys set up for the control groups. Ooh, Crusaders! PogChamp, give me that 1.04 plus balance. Give it to me. Still might not go very well here, given the numbers in that one RPG.
Yeah.
Oh, the pilot, bro. Oh, that's not what the pilot should have done. You had one job, pilot.
Man, this is some good engagements from the Crusaders. I'm digging it. The Pathfinder's actually out. I want to watch nothing but Crusaders killing technicals
Crusader montage.
the rest of the night.
There you go. See, as soon as Boycah started building some of these buffed Crusaders, Logica had no choice. He was like, I can't deal with these Crusaders, man. PogChamp. Yeah, I like Crusaders.
That was a good game. It's cool. That was just, Logica never really took a good engagement.
Yeah,
The whole
exactly.
game, which is just, that's the way it's going to go when you're versing mass Vs. If you don't get a good engagement somewhere with tech RPG, then you just lose. So, yeah, that was fun.
Yep. Nice. Well, we have more games to come. We're going to stop the recording and keep going. So thank you for watching, and we will return. I have a pretty spicy joke. I don't know if I should use it.
How spicy! Bro, we're the General's General. We tell other spicy jokes all the time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 0 Hour. I hope you're not a member of the BDSM community, because we have some more vanilla games for you today.
Oh, there we go. That's a good joke. I like that. See? It worked. Big fan, Callum. Big fan. 10 out of 10.
Vanilla USA is Boycah.
Vanilla China is Logica. And then the missionary and cowgirl of the 0 Hour factions while we're continuing on this metaphor path. You probably aren't going to want to be tuning in 5 minutes. We could. Otherwise, the next 5 minutes is going to be pretty awkward. So, all right. Double supply. This is pretty stock standard. No, it's not. No, it's not. Callum, why is there a big line of cyan things moving across the map? That's not standard.
Yeah, he's sending out 5 tank hunters, going for the...
Just garrisons.
Going for the garrisons, okay. I mean... Definitely the man spam can be quite powerful. I think even the infantry are cheaper for vanilla.
This is kind of next level. If something drives by this thinking it's one tank hunter, it's literally gonna die. Like if a V, this is a free V kill. If a V drives through the middle for Boycah, it just dies because if it's one tank hunter, you kind of just drive past it. Players don't actually micro around something like that. But yeah, if that was a V roaming through the middle from Boycah, it just would have died straight up.
Why stop at 5? Make it 10. Oh, it is going to be man spam. He's going through with a troop crawler.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy.
The Humvee must have scouted it though. Or maybe partly.
It saw the troop crawl. I don't think it saw the infantry. So these tank hunters are going to come out of nowhere with horde bonus. This is going to be a nasty push. I don't know. Yeah, this is going to be really hard to stop. You can't crash this.
Well, he's caught it a little bit further away from his base.
Yeah.
The more kiting room you have, the better. The problem is when they're on top of your power and they're just already gunning down your base. So it looks like...
The back micro from the...
Nice.
Yeah, that was really good. The back micro from the Red Guard was late, so that ended up costing a lot of the units.
Oh, and the Gats were too late. They show up just after the infantry were already killed. Yeah. So Boycah has completely cleaned up this push.
That was really well played. Vehicles, of course, rocket resistance, like Ambos are the perfect unit for crushing tank hunters. That worked out really nicely. That could just be game, man. Like that's a lot of stuff cleaned up here. He's going to deny the garrison control as well. This is just going to be a bunch more tank hunters getting cleaned up. Great play from Boycah. This is what you
Nice.
get for not doing a standard strategy. How dare you? Good.
And I think you're on the money. I think he should have just left 10 tank hunters in this building and just waited for his entire army to drive past.
Die, yeah. Alright, now the barracks is going to get camped. Tank hunter down. So that should be game. Yeah, I think this is a little bit late for the troop caller. If it was more missile defenders, that like
Ooh.
one less V, that could have certainly worked out.
Well, maybe it isn't over just yet. I do see a dead Chinook in the ground.
Yeah. One from the looks of things that Logica managed to take down, but certainly better than nothing. And another V, maybe. Oh, no, it was a GAT going down. So Vs are currently standing on top of supplies. It's going to be very difficult for Logica to mine out. Does have to keep these Vs alive, though.
What is this?
This, it's yeah,
You silly texture,
I got
what are you
nothing,
doing?
So yeah, I'm not sure. Secret relax Easter egg or something. I'm not sure. Only appears once a
GG,
year.
there we
GG.
go.
Nice. Yeah. Good recognition from Logica that he was out of that one.
Every full moon, the bugged texture emerges.
Yeah, that was, I guess, yeah. I mean, it's 1.04 plus, so it's not like, it's not instant death to be playing China Vanilla. So, but I still think that was probably a worthwhile strategy.
And Manstam is deadly. He saw it coming.
Yeah.
And he engaged them pretty early on. Yeah, in those GATs. If the GATs were there 5 seconds earlier, it would have made a massive difference. And then once you start losing your base, then obviously you're on the back foot. So. Yeah, nice game, well played. Let's move on to game number 4.